Welcome to MedMen. This is Andy.
And that is Pim. And what are we talking about today, Pim?
Today we are talking about what people get wrong when it comes to the implication of pain.
The implication of pain. And the biggest thing for me is in what you just said there. Not what you said, but what most people say when they think about the I in MEDDIC, when they think the I stands for identify, which of course it did at one point stand for identify pain.
It's not enough, is it?
It's not enough. Exactly right. Identifying the pain is not enough. Sometimes the customer identifies their own pain. So are we saying if the customer has found the pain, we just move on? Like that, you know what's wrong here.
Yeah.
You need to talk
one and done.
Let's go. Yeah. Let's move on to the next thing. What's next we talk about, right? That's it. So we know the importance of not just identifying pain. We have the 3 steps following the 3 I's. So we identify pain. Sometimes the customer identifies pain for themselves. Typically what used to be classed as like really good selling was like business case selling, ROI selling, where you would kind of demonstrate to the customer how much the pain is costing them. And we call that indicating pain. But the level we want to get to, if we really want to drive urgency, is implicating the pain, where the customer truly feels implicated by the pain that either you found or they found, or together you've kind of worked on getting deep into. And the only way to implicate pain is to really work with the customer. That in itself can be challenging because customers don't really like the idea of somebody they've just met coming in and starting to pick holes in their business to make them feel bad about how things are, so that they are driven into buying something. Let's be honest, that's kind of how the customer would see it if they were to kind of look at the framework in that way. So it's an art, I think. It takes skill, it takes practice, it takes preparation, but it takes persistence as well. You can't just expect the customer to feel implicated just because you found some pain and talked about it.
No, and we talk about compelling events, right? And about building urgency. Mm-hmm. If you want to do that, then it's about implicating pain, getting to that level and combining it with the unique value of how you can solve for that pain, right? So that really takes it through all those stages. And so if you wanna get to the stage where you're value selling, where you're controlling the cycle instead of order taking and following the customer's agenda that might end up like nowhere, then this is like one of the most common things that we see go wrong, isn't it?
Yes, the way I'd kind of frame this to summarize on this part is it's like if you what people get wrong about the I in pain is they think that once the pain is identified, that's it, right? It's not even if it's indicated, it has to be implicated. So people think if you're a salesperson listening to this, thinking about an opportunity you're working on, ask yourself honestly, does the customer, when they think about the pain your solution's there to solve, that you're talking about the solution solved, do they feel implicated?
Yeah, absolutely. And the next step following on from that is then the idea or the assumption that everybody cares, right?
Yeah. And that's just, that is, I can remember this. I don't know if you have the same feeling, Pim, but I can remember being a less experienced salesperson earlier in my career. And I would have a solution that, I'm taking to an organization and I know I can bring value. I know that if they pay me, for argument's sake, $1,000 a month, it's going to give them $10,000 a month of value. Bet my life on it. And I could not understand why people weren't biting my hand off. And it's because not everybody cares about the same pain the same way. There might have been someone in their business that would have bit my hand off, but I'm not talking to the right person about that area of value. It might not have given them the $10,000 of value. So we have to, not everybody cares about it the same way.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's it. It's a big topic, pain, but in terms of what people get wrong, I think, everything else is dwarfed by that main thing we talked about.
Yeah.
Which is the difference between identifying and implicating the pain.
And it really does start with this, right? Because without something that is important enough to solve for, then why do anything?
Exactly right.
Yeah.
I'll drink to that.
Cheers.
Cheers, my friend.